Hey everybody, it's Matt Bowles, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to travel the world for a year plus with carry-on luggage only and look good while you're doing it. Now, this means that what I do is I travel the world without any checked luggage, and I'm able to go with my carry-on only to multiple climates. So I'm able to pack for beaches, I'm able to pack for winter climates, and I'm able to pack for dressy nights out, all without checking any luggage. Now, it took me years to figure out how to do this. I can assure you, I did not start off traveling like this, but over years, I was able to figure out how to get all of my luggage into a carry-on only. And that's what this webinar is going to be about. You're going to learn three things. The first one is why to downsize to carry-on luggage only. Secondly, how to downsize to carry-on luggage only. And third, where to start finding what you need to downsize to carry-on luggage. Now, we're going to start off with the why because this is by far the most important one. You need to be motivated. I don't go around trying to convince everybody that they should do what I do. Okay. So you individually have to be motivated to make this change and to do this. Okay. And so for me, I started off traveling with an enormous amount of luggage. I had gigantic check bags. In fact, I left the United States in 2013, and subsequently, I have lived now in over 50 different countries. But when I first left, I thought it would be a good idea to bring my countertop espresso maker with me. I'm talking about a countertop appliance, not a stovetop, a countertop appliance. Okay. This is a big espresso maker from Milan, Italy, because I drank 3 to 4 shots of espresso a day and thought that, you know what, I'm just going to bring this gigantic thing with me. So that literally took up my carry-on rollerboard suitcase. I wrapped a few t-shirts around it, and that was my carry-on rollerboard suitcase was filled with just my espresso machine. And then I brought a gigantic suitcase with me filled with an enormous amount of clothes that I might possibly perhaps want to have the option to have access to. And it was just painfully arduous. It was really a rough go. And so over the years, as I have been traveling, I have been motivated to downsize the carry-on luggage. So let's talk about some of the whys that motivated me. First of all, you save money with check bag fees. If you are trying to check luggage, usually they're going to charge you money for doing so. So carry-on luggage only, you can save money on check bag fees. Secondly, more importantly, you save time. Every single time you get off a flight, you're going to have to stand there for 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes a lot longer, and wait for your luggage to come out. I get off the plane with my carry-on luggage. Boom, I'm immediately out of the airport into an Uber and onto my destination while other people are waiting another 45 minutes for their luggage. Okay. Also, packing. I travel around the world. I live in places for extended periods of time. I develop a lot of really good friends while I'm there in those places. And then the night before I have to leave, if a bunch of other people are leaving on the same day, some people are like, oh, let's go have a last evening out, and do something really amazing and, really close this out, with an incredible experience. And a lot of people have to say, I'm sorry, I can't go. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I have to pack because it takes them the whole night to pack. Me, I can pack in 30 minutes. So I never have to miss a going away event on the last night before I fly. Okay. So you're going to save time packing and you're going to save time waiting at the airport after your flight. Now, then you're going to save the hassle of lost or damaged luggage. Airlines lose luggage all the time. They damage luggage all the time. Somebody else might take your luggage by mistake and you might go missing for that reason. Any number of things can happen. All of those things have happened to me, probably multiple times each. And so the hassle of having that you save on the hassle by having control of your luggage, having it with you at all times, and being able to take it on the plane, off the plane, and then right out of the airport immediately with you. You also avoid the pain of lugging giant suitcases or backpacks around. I mean, it is just arduous to pull these things. You travel through Europe, trying to pull these things over cobblestone streets and giant down the steps, and it's crazy. So by downsizing your luggage, you actually have smaller baggage, which is very, very helpful. Makes you a lot more agile. And this is a really big one for me, to be honest. Of all those things, the most important and impactful thing for me was how psychologically liberating the effects of minimalism were. The fact that I can travel the world for over a year with carry-on luggage only means that all the material possessions that I actually need fit in carry-on luggage. And so I am able, have found the rewards of being able to really distance myself from the social pressures to accumulate material items. And by restricting myself to carry-on luggage, I'm not even able to buy and accumulate material items at all. And what I have found is that allows me to really focus on things like experiences and relationships with people and connecting with the places that I'm traveling to in a meaningful way. And so it's helped me to move away from materialism and towards an experiential and a people-based lifestyle. And that has been absolutely incredible. And finally, you can buy and own nicer stuff if you're buying less of it. Okay. So the gear that I bring with me in my carry-on luggage is nice gear because there's a lot less of it. And so that's another way to think about some of the advantages of downsizing in this way. Now, let's talk about how to downsize to carry-on luggage. What are some of the tactics? Let's start by defining carry-on luggage. Okay. So what I mean by carry-on luggage is conforming to the luggage parameters that you are allowed to bring on board domestic U.S. flights and international flights on most major airlines. Okay. So you'll find some airlines that'll be like, oh, you'll have a crazy weight limit, or, you're not allowed to bring, more than like a tiny backpack. Or, you'll find some crazy limits or whatever. So we're not talking about those situations. We're talking about major domestic U.S. and international flights on major carriers. Okay. And what they allow you to bring is a rollerboard suitcase that fits in the overhead compartment, 22 by 9 by 14, plus a personal item like a laptop backpack that fits under your seat. Okay. So this is the carry-on luggage parameters and the size that we're going to talk about how to get your stuff into these bags. Okay. So let's start off with what type of luggage I use. I use Briggs & Riley for my rollerboard and my laptop backpack. This is not a cheap travel brand, but I will tell you what, it's one of the best purchases that I have made. I've had this luggage for almost 10 years. It is made out of ballistic nylon with aircraft-grade aluminum handles, hybrid fiberglass frame, and wait for it, it comes with a real lifetime warranty, meaning if it ever breaks for any reason for the rest of your life, whether the airline damaged it or, whatever happened, they will fix it for free. So I've had this bag for nearly 10 years. I have traveled with it to over 50 countries, and it has been unbelievably durable. I used to buy cheap brand suitcases. They would break a minimum of once a year. So I'd have to buy a new suitcase every year. I have had this for almost 10 years. And there has only been once or twice where something might have happened, like maybe it ripped or something, and I would just bring it into them and they would just fix it for free and it would be ready to go. So this is not a cheap brand, but it has been one of the best investments that I have made in terms of the returns over the last 10 years. Same thing with the laptop backpack, same company, same warranty. So those are the two bags that I travel with. Now, let's begin with what not to pack, okay? Because that's really important. You should not be packing things that you're not 100% certain you're going to use regularly. You should not be packing bulky stuff. Instead, use highly compressible alternatives. Even if you need warm gear, there is highly compressible warm gear. You do not need to pack big, bulky sweaters. You should not be packing most toiletries, especially not like giant, like hair, shampoo and big things of soap, body wash, stuff you can easily buy other places. Do not pack that stuff. Just buy it there. Okay. You do not need to pack specialty gear for things like skiing, scuba diving, formal events, etc. Instead, rent it there. Okay. I have gone on a number of scuba dive trips, ski trips, all that kind of stuff, and just rented the gear there. You just use it and then you leave and you don't have to carry it with you. And gear for culturally or location specific events. Instead, what you can do is buy it there and then donate it there. Okay. That's a third option. All right. So let me give you just some examples. Buying it there and donating it there. I went to Bolivia and I bought this Bolivian hat and I wore it all throughout my trip in Bolivia. And then when I was leaving Bolivia, I donated it and someone was very pleased to get that. This other picture here is a Sherwani from India that I bought in Delhi. I need to wear it to some events, some different Hindu cultural events that I was going to in India, and then also immediately after that in Kuala Lumpur. So I bought it, I wore it, and then I donated it. Now, the other another example is I went to the Dîner en Blanc 30th anniversary. This is a pop-up white party, it's called, right? Dinner in white. It's a pop-up clandestine dinner party where even the participants don't know the location until like a few hours before the event. And then everybody wears elegant white and you bring your own dinner tables, tablecloth, and a picnic basket of gourmet food with either wine or champagne, no beer or liquor allowed. And then, hundreds or thousands of people will then all of a sudden just pop up and have an outdoor dinner party wearing elegant white. And then within less than 4 hours later, everything will be broken down and everybody will be gone as if it never happened. It's an amazing experience. I went to the 30th anniversary of Dîner en Blanc in Paris, and I needed an all-white outfit, of which I did not have anything white in my suitcase. So I bought an outfit there, and then after the event, I donated the outfit. Now, deciding what to pack. All right, so I'm going to talk about how I pack for a year of beaches, snow, adventure sports, and dressy events. Okay, the first hack is, and you need to apply this to yourself. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do, but I'm also going to try to talk about the principle behind it so you can think about how to apply this to you. Okay, so men and women, and then your personal fashion style and everything else, all these different things. But the principles are relevant to everyone. Okay, so the first thing is to focus on versatility. All right. These are the Keen waterproof sandals. The Men's Unique Monochrome is the brand. Sorry, the model type that I use. And these are amazing. Okay. These are waterproof amphibious sandals that are great for going swimming in rock beaches in Croatia or hiking waterfalls in Costa Rica or doing that kind of a thing. And they also can be used to dress up fairly nicely. You can wear these things and they can go with a fairly dressy outfit. So there's a lot of versatility there. As an example, I spoke at the Nomad Summit in Chiang Mai in 2018, and there on stage in front of the crowd of over 400 people, I'm wearing those Keen sandals. Okay. The very versatile sandals. Now, similarly, what I do is I have my running sneakers in all black. I actually get them custom made, use a Nike custom ID feature on their website. I use Air Pegasus because I need a really good running shoe because I like to run 5 times a week. But I also want them to be all black so that I can wear them. Again, they can kind of pass with a reasonably dressy outfit. I'm wearing them there in that picture. And you can wear them with a fairly dressy outfit. Unless people are looking really close, sometimes you can't really tell that these are not dress shoes. Okay. So again, versatility. And then I also use these for the light hiking that I do. I don't usually do like super strenuous, professional hiking. Again, if you do, you could probably rent gear for that. But for the types of hikes that I do, these are great. So these are my exercise shoes, my hiking shoes, and they can be used for dressy stuff as well. Okay, so the key with versatility is to use versatile colors. Black is a very versatile color, so I make black a staple of my wardrobe. You also want to coordinate your clothing pieces to be very interchangeable with each other to create the maximum number of outfits. Okay, so as you're looking at tops and bottoms and different stuff, try not to bring stuff that is only going to, where 2 pieces are only going to work with each other and not anything else. So if you can interchange all of your different pieces with each other, the total number of outfits is massively larger. Okay. And then for women especially, focus on accessories. Okay. Small items like scarves, belts, jewelry, etc., can really make outfits look entirely different, even if they have the same base clothing pieces. Okay. So those accessories do not need to take up a lot of space, and it can literally create a number of totally different looking outfits for you. All right. Hack number 2, buy clothes made out of travel conducive material. All right. 90% of my gear is made out of merino wool. Now, if you don't know about the travel conducive properties of merino wool, let's go through them right here. First of all, this is non-itch, hypoallergenic, super soft, and comfortable material. It has nothing, is not in any way similar to what you might think of as wool in terms of like the itchy wool sweaters. That is not this. Extremely soft and comfortable. It's a very unique fabric. Okay. It is also temperature regulating. Okay. That means that when it's warm outside, it helps to keep you cooler. When it's cool outside, it helps to keep you warmer. It's also quick drying, breathable, and sweat wicking. It has a natural 40% UFP sun protection and blocks 90% of the sun's rays, compared with cotton that blocks typically no more than 20% of the sun's rays. Merino wool is also 100% biodegradable. And this is the really most important one. It's naturally antimicrobial and does not retain any odor. The value proposition of some of these merino wool companies is basically that you can wear the same shirt 40 days in a row and it will not retain odor. So for me, all of my gear, okay, like 90% of it is merino wool. So if we're talking about dress shirts, if we're talking about hats and gloves and hoodies, if we're talking about dress socks, or if we're talking about running gear, okay, my running shirts, my running socks, all of it merino wool. You can literally sweat through this stuff in a workout and then just hang it up to dry when you get home. And when it dries, it literally will not smell. It does not retain that odor. It is amazing. Okay. And so all of these things in the picture you see here are merino wool. All right. So there's a number of different merino wool brands. Most of my gear is from Icebreaker Merino, and that's my workout gear, my base layers, my hoodies, my gloves and hat, and most of that kind of stuff. But I also use specific gear from certain other brands as well. Now, in terms of underwear, Icebreaker definitely makes merino wool underwear. If you want a slightly less expensive synthetic alternative, the company Ex Officio makes an antimicrobial treated underwear. And that's also very quick drying. It's highly breathable. I've used these a bunch as well. You can literally wash them in the sink and, hang them out to dry, and they'll be dry in a couple hours usually. So this company tagline is 17 countries, 6 weeks, 1 pair of underwear. Okay, maybe 2. So Ex Officio, a little bit less expensive than Icebreaker, and a synthetic sort of alternative. Now then, other travel conducive properties. I have a pair of Docker anti-wrinkle dress pants that I bring with me. Okay, a pair of khakis, and the anti-wrinkle properties of these pants is very helpful as I'm moving around and packing, so I don't have to continue to iron things to make them look nice. For shorts, in addition to I have a pair of khaki shorts, but in addition to those, I have these Arc'teryx, which are Terratex shorts. Okay, so we're talking about very lightweight, durable. It's a nylon blend, but it's geared for warm weather hiking, trekking, provides sun protection, quick drying, very comfortable, and again, highly wrinkle resistant. Okay, so I wear these shorts a lot in warm weather. Now let's talk about the third hack, which is fashion and style. So historically, these travel brands, and I guess all this stuff is relatively new, but historically, it's been very difficult to find fashionable stuff. So most of the clothes with the merino wool and those kind of travel properties usually come in more casual stuff, right? Like base layers and hoodies and t-shirts and that sort of thing. Okay, so fashion and style with travel conducive material has historically been challenging, but it is definitely emerging as an industry, and it's really exciting to see how this stuff is coming about. So for example, this is a shirt from a company called Libertad Apparel. It's called the Style and performance travel shirt. It's 100% merino wool. And it literally, this company literally, this is the only product they make. And they make this one shirt and they make it in 4 colors. Okay. So I have this blue version. And then here at the Nomad Summit again on stage, I am wearing the black version of this shirt. And it is one of the nicest dress shirts that I have owned. And it is made out of 100% merino wool. It is really amazing. Okay. Now, for the short sleeve shirts, I actually use this Arc'teryx A to B Polo SS shirt. Now, this is a merino wool blend. It's a majority merino wool, but they also blend in some polyester to give it anti-wrinkle properties. Okay. And one of the things that I do with regard to fashion and trying to get nice collared shirts that actually look good and fit the way I want them to is I just try a bunch of it on. And so I can tell you what works for me, but ultimately, in terms of both your body type and also your fashion style, this is going to be a very individualized choice. Okay. So for me, I ordered a ton of different, short sleeve, collared, merino wool or majority merino wool shirts, and I tried them on. And for me, this one fit me the best and looked the way that I wanted it to. And so I literally bought the same shirt in 3 colors. So I have it in navy, I have it in gray, and I have it in black. And this is what I wear for short sleeve collared shirts. I have those 3 shirts because that is my favorite brand, model, and style. And so I went all in on that. All right. Now, I just ordered this. I literally don't even have it in my possession yet. This was an Indiegogo and Kickstarter product, but a really great example of the evolution of this industry. Okay. This is called the X suit. And what this company did is they decided to make a suit with travel conducive properties. So wrinkle resistant, odor proof, stain repellent, liquid repellent, all that stuff. But they actually took the effort to go to Italy to get Italian designers to design the suit properly so that they could put it forward as a highly fashionable choice. Okay. Again, it's not super cheap, but it is Italian designed to look a very particular way because people are realizing that we want fashionable clothes. We like the travel conducive properties, but we want to look good. And so companies now are moving into that space where they are spending the extra effort and realizing that consumers will pay the extra money to get the highly fashionable travel conducive gear. Okay. And then similarly, merino wool fashion for women. A number of companies now are making different types of dresses and different types of clothing specifically for women in an increasingly fashionable with increasingly fashionable motivations, I think, because I understand that there's a market for that now. Okay. So underneath this video, we're going to have links to the specific websites of the brands and the specific products that I use and all that kind of stuff. So you can go and check out what they have. Obviously, they're coming out with new lines and coming out with new products all the time. So you can go through there and see what I use specifically. I'm going to give you the specific models and links to the specific pieces of clothing that I use, but also you can check out the brand websites and see which of their clothes might be the best for you and check out the new stuff that they have. Okay. Now, hack number 4 is quality electronics. Okay. I bring all of this stuff as well in my carry-on. This is very important when traveling. So I use the Zendure Passport Global Travel Adapter with the auto resetting fuse. This again was a brand new development. It's got 4 USB ports, and you can use this in over 150 different countries, depending on what types of plugs they have there. And then I also use the OmniCharge, which is a USB-C portable power bank. So you can actually charge a MacBook Pro entirely all the way using this power bank. You can charge your phones, you can charge all that kind of stuff. So I use that. And then for video and sound, I use the Bose noise canceling headphones. I use the GoPro Hero Black camera, which is totally waterproof and basically designed for action sports and that kind of stuff. So super durable. And then I use the JBL Flip waterproof Bluetooth travel speaker, which this thing literally can float around in the pool. You can immerse it in water, and it just really has incredible sound. So I bring all of these with me in my carry-on as well. And then I actually also do the Maverick Show podcast. And so I bring an entire professional podcasting studio with me in my carry-on luggage as well. Here you can see it. I'm also speaking through this right now as I record this video. And I'll show you exactly what pieces there are included in that because they don't actually take up that much space in my luggage. There you can see me doing a podcast interview. That's actually on a penthouse terrace overlooking the Swiss Alps in Zermatt. And basically what I use is a Heil PR40 microphone, and it comes with the boom there, the microphone stand that you see. I have an AR21 microphone for my guests. My microphone there you can see has a shock mount and pop filter around it, and then just an Onyx Blackjack mixer. And then the cords just plug in and the mixer plugs into my computer. So I travel with all of that. And then hack number 5, other game-changing travel accessories. I use an iPhone, and man, when they came out with the waterproof iPhone, as soon as I got the iPhone X, wow, that was a total game changer because I dropped my phone in a bucket of water or a reservoir of water or the ocean pretty much every 6 months like clockwork, and then it's dead, and then I have to figure out how to get a new one, and it's just crazy. So waterproof iPhone is a game changer. That's what I use. I just continue to update to the latest models when they come out. And then phone protection. I've also shattered my iPhone screen so many times over the years. So now I use a combination of the Zag Invisible Shield Screen Protector, which has 3x shatterproof protection, reinforced edges, and all that stuff. So that has worked amazingly well for me. And then I use the Mouse AeroShock high impact case, which is a carbon fiber case. And they came out with this new technology where it contains like thousands of micro air pockets and acts as tiny springs. I literally saw this on it was like a YouTube video where they're throwing iPhones off of buildings in this case and stuff, and they weren't breaking. And so that was kind of their advertising campaign that got me. But I'll tell you, I've dropped my phone a lot. And with these two things on it, I have not had any phone or screen crackage at all. Now, the other thing that I will bring is something to make sure that I sleep well on long haul flights. Okay. So I use the Cabo memory foam neck pillow and the corresponding blackout sleep mask also by Cabo. When I put both of these things on, I can just knock out on the plane, even if I'm in a situation, where it's not exactly a comfortable seat. Okay. And then the final sort of couple accessories that I use, which are really nice, is that I really like wine and I really like espresso, as I told you in the beginning. So I actually just bring this Venturi on bottle wine aerator, and you just stick it on top of any bottle of wine, and it really enhances the flavor bouquet. And it's tiny, it weighs less than 3 ounces. It works with red or white wine, and it's really a nice add-on to any wine that you're pouring, and it just fits does not take up much space at all. And finally, I found a espresso maker that makes real espresso, and it is that small, as you can see. It's called the Handpresso Wild Hybrid, no electricity required. You use a hand pump technology to bring the gauge up to 16 bars of pressure, which is the definition of what a real espresso requires to be expressed out with 16 bars of pressure, which is pretty much why those stovetop espresso makers are not actually making real espresso, because they don't have the pressure that's required. So here you can use the bicycle pump technology and the handle, get a real 16 bars of pressure, and then as long as you have boiling water, you just pour it in and you're good to go. Okay. You do not even need electricity. And this thing weighs less than 3 ounces, and it will literally make you real espresso with real crema. You can either use it with pods that you can order, like I'll order the Illy pods if I'm going to use pods, or you can just buy ground espresso and just tamp it into the portafilter cup. You can use either way. Okay. So it's hybrid, allows you to do both. So I travel everywhere with that. Now, if you pack right, what can you really fit in carry-on luggage? So in those 2 bags that I showed you, here's my personal luggage audit. Okay. 3 pairs of shoes I'm currently bringing with me, 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shorts, 3 short sleeve collared shirts, 2 long sleeve collared shirts, 6 t-shirts, 2 running shirts and a pair of running shorts, a pair of Hugo Boss swim trunks, 1 Mont Blanc dress belt, 3 long sleeve base and mid-layer shirts, 2 sweatshirts, a down jacket, a rain jacket, 5 pairs of socks, okay, including dress socks and workout socks, and a pair of extra warm socks. I bring 6 boxers, okay, they're either ex officio or icebreaker, my winter hat, gloves, the suit and tie that you saw there. I have a Breitling Avenger GMT watch that I wear. 1 pair of Ray-Ban Chromance sunglasses. I bring basic toiletries, and then I bring the GoPro camera, the hand presso machine that you just saw for espresso. I bring my podcasting studio, the headphones, the JBL flip speaker, the Apple product suite that you saw, and then I bring the Cabo neck pillow and eye mask and the Venturi on bottle wine aerator. And all of that fits in my luggage. And that allows me to travel the world for a year plus with carry-on luggage only. So this is the opportunity for you to consider how to start downsizing your luggage and stepping up your lifestyle, because I can tell you it's been a massive lifestyle enhancement for me. So below this video, you're going to see links to the specific travel brands mentioned here and specific links to the items, models, and styles that I use. Now, most of these will be affiliate links. So that means that we get financially compensated if you buy anything going through those links, but it doesn't cost you any more money to go through our affiliate links. It just helps us to cover the cost of producing this kind of content for you. So FYI, that's just the affiliate disclosure there, but feel free to click through those links, take a look at the stuff that I use, and then take a look at the brand websites and see what kind of stuff you think would be best for you. So good luck with everything, and we'll see you soon.